be starting here in a minute. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, hey, Black Widow. Hey, Dots, baby kisses. What's going on, guys? You will not believe what I discovered with my carving bar. Unbelievable. So excited. Little demonstration how it's supposed to work. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. I'm going to have to do a video on it. So, they do those universal um, carving bars for all different makes and models. Well, there's two setups. One's forward, one's back. You don't need both. So if you use the back setup, you still have the front ones. All your oil runs down to the first set. So I'll explain more, but I just wanted to drop in and say, I fixed it, supposedly. So I did a little test run and I just excited and wanted to come back and show you guys that it's working great. And here in a couple days, I'll be getting back to my awesome carving of Steve from Minecraft. Be pretty cool. Yes, let's see it. All right. Uh, Alrighty, we're going. Hope you're doing okay, baby kisses. However, whatever's going on, hopefully you're okay. Just wanted to say that. All right. So if you guys were on my last live, I had lots of problems, had lots of fun too. I didn't let it get to me and ruin my live. It actually was one of my best live performances and the most fun I've had. Even everybody was laughing at me, but could have gone really bad. Well, I guess you could say it did, but it didn't because my expectations of what I wanted were low. So I didn't let myself down. So that's one thing that I've learned is if your expectations are really high of what you think should happen, you're probably going to let yourself down at some point. So my expectations were low, but I was still going to have fun, and it turned out awesome. So awesome as in we had fun, and so I was chainsaw carving Steve, the uh, main character off of Minecraft, and uh, didn't ruin it, but I just ruined a lot of stuff due to the the carving bar that I have on this MS-170. So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit, and I'm really excited to put a video out because I know there's tons of people that have gotten carving bars and probably have similar problems, depending on what saw they have to what set where it sits on the saw. So there's two different sets, two different ports. One's forward and one's back. Two different holes. So there's 4 holes. Two different ports, and vice versa on the other side. So, but now I've got oil. Can you believe it? Had to do some welding. Had to do some clean out to clean up my welds. So I went that far just for this carving bar to get the performance that I wanted. I almost tore apart my whole saw, thinking it was a oil pump problem. Um, I was thinking I need to get another saw because this one is a small saw, and sometimes saws don't produce enough oil for carving. I was going to look for something that was adjustable, so you can turn your oil way down or way up. I was looking at that option. So It could have been a big money pit for something that just had to sit back and think about it. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking about it, and all day, and I went, "Oh my goodness, I think I know what it is." So I did the mods on one side. So if you flip the bar over, there's right now on this side, I fixed the upper part, and then if you flip the bar over for wearing purposes, it's still the old way. So I get you to do a before and after. So I got the good side up. So let's test it out, huh? Hopefully I didn't bore you guys with all the blah blah blahs, right? Heck yeah, Michael S. Hey Mike, Mike, Mike's making stuff. How you doing, buddy? Dude, I did a modification on my carving bar. Did some welding. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it that this was probably the problem. So let's test it out. If you guys see Mike's making stuff, go check out his channel. Subscribe. He makes a lot of cool stuff. You got to check it out. Stuff he makes out of pallets, everything, and spending almost zero money. And that who wants to spend money when you can just find it and turn it into something cool? That's why they call him Mike's Making Stuff. Right on, there it is. Hey, Michael S. While you're sitting here throwing everybody's link, do you see that it's blue? A professional cheapskate. Well, I think professional smart. Michael, did you guys see it blue? Did you see that link blue before I get going here? It's not showing blue. Oh, well, on my end, it's blue. So I was just curious. Now, can anybody click on that link? Because when you're in other lives and you can't click on it, it's clickable, right? Do you guys notice? Do you guys notice it is not blue on other people's lives, the live streams? Because you can't click on them, right? So there's a setting out there. I'm going to find out what it is, because it's almost not worth putting the link out when you can't even click on it. So can you imagine having the links out there and you can actually click on it? And that's the part I'm going to find out, because everybody's throwing their links out there, but you can't click on them. You almost got a screenshot, copy and paste it, and then look it up. So it's not very user friendly. So hope that kind of sparks a what's going on. Nightbox. I don't have a nightbox. Estelaine. Well, mine's just a setting. So we got to find out what it is. Mike's making stuff. Mike can figure out stuff too. So yep. So mine's on. I just got to remember where it was at. So all right. Yeah, that would help out a lot, guys. Like crazy amount. So sometime I'm gonna figure it out, and I just got to look and see where it's at, and then we can post and shoot a video, of what needs to be done, so you guys can throw links and actually they can click on them. It's so much easier. I'm surprised no one has said anything about it. All right, let's go. You guys ready? Sweet. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Pretty much everybody you see in blue does some type of woodworking, making stuff. Mike's making stuff, stuff like that. So everybody, throw their links up. Go for it, because you guys can click on them and check them out. Subscribe and come back. So, alrighty. So I even, you guys can see this. I even it's not so loose anymore. I almost wanted to go tighter just to test it out, but I did a little bit tighter. I can even see the oil on the bar, and I'll get you guys close. and I can actually spray, like I'm spray painting, oil. And this thing never did that. So it is like a night and day. Let's go. Enough of the talking. Just wanted to give a good explanation about it. Usually by now, it would have been heating up already. Usually when I'm doing cuts, it heats up when I'm using the whole bar. On the tip, it's a little bit better, but and the bar is sharp. Nice sharp chainsaw blade. Whoa, almost lost it. Almost had another accident. God, one thing that an So, you see what I'm talking about? Oh yeah. So I had a massive problem with this bar. If you guys are just tuning in, it was insane. Obviously, my last live that I did, you guys can check it out if you want, if you're just tuning in. But I had from accidentally hitting a screw twice that was holding my carving down. It was crazy. I thought it was over and it wasn't. I had my chain pop off. I had it smoking and the whole bar was overheating. What else? I had to clean it out. I was melting my bar a lot because there wasn't getting any oil. So I had a lot of wear on my bar that I shouldn't have at the beginning. And it's universal. It goes for MS 170, and it just kind of goes to like 6 or 8 saws or more. And come to find out, I'm going to do a video on it. So there's 2 different settings. Well, one setting messes up the other setting. It's kind of hard to explain. That's why I want to do a video. Maybe it'll help people out. So that's been the problem. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. John, what's going on? Sweet. Black Widow, Baby Kisses, Dots, Michael S, Matthew. Heck yeah, guys. I appreciate it. Massive difference, right? So I just wanted to kind of give you a setup. I'll show you the old bar, the one that comes with the saw, to give you a little bit of an insight. Hang on. Let me grab it. right, here we go. Here's the bar. This is what came. This is what came with the chainsaw. Okay, so hopefully you could see this. So it's universal, meaning there's a port here and a port here for the oil. These two bars, you use it, and you have the two bolts that come out. So this one is for the tensioner for the chain, the bar to go back and forth to tighten up the bar to tighten up the chain. So there's a port here. Then, since say this is the carving bar, since they're saying it's for multiple saws, not every saw. Members, what's going on here? Just drive me up the wall. Okay, members, Mike, what's up? What'd you just do? Member, you just joined the members. You serious, Mike? Everybody, give Mike a heck yeah. I think that's what just happened. He did. Yep, he did. He did it. He pushed the button. Thanks, Mike. Mike's making stuff. If you guys want to join, that'd be awesome. It's not, I wouldn't say expensive or not expensive because everybody's tight on money. So I try to make it as cheap as possible. So if you want to do some more support and help me out more, you guys are doing plenty by being here, and that don't feel like you need to. It's all on your own. But if you want to be a member, down in the comments or down in the description at the bottom, there's a link, and you can sign up for my members group. I appreciate you, Mike. So what I was saying is so here's the factory bar. Here's these two holes, and there's the port. On the carving bar, it has these two holes and a port, and then it has two bigger holes here and another port. So I'm using these. If it was a bigger saw, it would possibly need to go on this set. So it's two different ones for two different saws. If I put mine on this set, it would put this right next to the sprocket, and I couldn't do that. So I have to use these. So what's happening is the oil goes in this hole. It's actually here, but so on the other side, like this hole, the oil goes in the port like this, goes in, and then it runs down the bar. But what's going on is there's another set of holes here, and the hole, you guys probably can't see it. At the in this way, at the very top, in this hole, the you could see through and up into the middle of this bar. So what was going on is it was oiling, and it was going here. It was running down into this hole, and it was pouring out and going straight off and underneath the saw. So that oil was dumping out the bottom right here. It was not going into this hole and port and running out. It was just running to this hole and dumping out. So it is closed in, but it's not, sealed tight with like rubber or anything. So it was just running straight down and out here, and it wasn't running through the chainsaw. Now, I would say this is the smallest saw you can get for steel. In the normal saws, there's tree trimming ones that go up into a tree, and they're smaller, but this setting would probably be fine because it's not going to another set of ports. It's just going like this one is. So it would just be porting in the oil and running it down the bar. So just run all the way down and it would be good. But I have to use these, so it is running into the next set of setting for another saw. So this part was really messing me up, and so I welded it, and I welded the port that was over here. So I welded like this one, but it was over here. I welded that, and I didn't mess with the bottom part. I just did the top because that's where the oil travels. I wanted to see, so I might do a before and an after. But I really don't want to mess up my bar anymore. So, and then I welded just inside this lip, right at the bottom. So I just tacked it and covered the hole that is, you guys probably can't see it, that is down in here, that would run through this eye, and let all. So I just welded it, welded these, welded the front one, the front port, and the top where the oil would go. So when it drops in, it just runs out, and it's not, can't go anywhere else. So I'll show you a little bit. You can actually paint oil, and I was never able to do that. So I just want to show you how much oil was coming out. It's crazy. All right, here we go. I never had a problem with this saw, with that bar, my normal bar that I was just showing you that came with it. I only had problems when I put this on. So I knew it was not my oiler. I mean, it could have been coincident, but I knew it was something with this bar, but I just didn't know yet, and now I do. Watch out. Right here, I'm going to spray oil. Watch. Look at all that oil. I could never get that much oil to spray out. And now it is pouring out in this chain. I really hope that a lot of people get to see the video I put out, but I kind of already did. But yeah, see, look, oh, excuse me. I already see, look at the oil that's just coming out. And this chain is super wet, like it's supposed to be. I mean, you could see, look at right here. See the oil? You could see the oil on the inner part. It's crazy. I couldn't believe that universal bars set up for different saws can actually mess up. If I was using the front setting and not the back, the front setting meaning the front setting, there's 4 holes. So using the closest one to the tip. So there's 2 holes and 2 holes, and then 2 oil ports. I have to use the back one. If I was using the front one, I think the oil wouldn't go through, obviously, because there wouldn't be any downfall of the port. So that was my problem, guys. I appreciate it. Look at that, 19 thumbs up. So that was my problem. I couldn't believe it. That's too much. I'd rather have too much than too little. More oil, the better on this case. If I run out of oil, obviously you're supposed to have 3/4 gas to a whole tank of oil. So if you run out of gas, you don't run out of oil. If I have 3/4 of a tank of gas and I run out of oil halfway through my tank, then yeah, there would be a problem. But my oil, I can't adjust it. So it's coming out just factory. It's going to come out that much anyway, baby kisses. I can't slow it down or speed it up. That's the oil it comes with. It's recommended for the pump, and the pump is pumping like it's supposed to. It's just not. It just wasn't pumping to the bar. That was the problem. So too much oil. I don't know. Yeah, revving it like that and getting that much oil. Yeah, but you usually don't get to see that much oil because it's mixing in with the tree and everything else. But if it is getting too much oil, which I don't think so, I can't do nothing about it anyway because it's the pump, and the pump pumps what it's supposed to. I'd rather have too much oil than not enough, because my carving bar, I probably lost 1/4 of its life in a matter of 6, 7 tanks, and it was smoking. So now it's not smoking, so it's got to be It's got to be a lot better. I mean, look at the coloration. It was so hot, which it does get hot. It's definitely supposed to get hot, but it's not supposed to smoke, and only for break-in a little bit. But now, I mean, I turn the saw off, and look, it just spins freely. So it's awesome. Yeah, Billy, I don't have mine wide open. It doesn't even have adjustment. This is a basic saw. It's only $200. It's a great saw, but usually smaller saws don't have that. My big 500i does. It has an oiler, and actually, the bad thing about that is I got my oiler turned all the way up on my big saw because I'm going through. If I go through a 3 or 4 foot round log, and I'm full bore, it has to have a lot of oil, and I don't see any excess oil. Elegant Woodcraft. Hey, I got it right. Because the carving bar, so if this sucker's tight, it heats up more because it's got a quick rotation. A normal bar, and one of the, here, maybe I got it here. Hang on. This is perfect. I could just put this sucker right in the holster, and I can explain it. This is the way I feel, understand it. So I will explain it like the way I see it. Some people might be able to explain it a little bit better, but this is what how I see it. Okay, for one, this is a lot more metal. This bar has a lot of metal, so it takes more to heat up. Not a lot, but it does have more. So, and this is the stock bar. This is the carving bar. So you could see in the front. No, you can't. Now you can. So you could see the differences in bars. Okay, carving bar, regular bar. The original bar, stock, has a sprocket, I call it, in there. Okay, so as this chain comes around, this sprocket actually keeps the chain. So you could see, you see the gap. Say that's the gap. See the gap between my finger and the bar? It's just a little bit. So when you have a chain on there, and I'll grab it actually. So this is actually a really good way to see it. So this chain is actually not touching the bar. It's actually on this front. I call it a gear, but it has a sprocket in here. So this is actually, you could see, it is not touching the bar. Yeah, Billy, it does have plenty of life, but I sure could have saved a lot more. But so you see how it's not touching the bar. On a carving bar, there's no front gear. It's touching the bar like here. On this, it's touching. So it's rubbing, the carving bar is rubbing on the full thing, and it's doing a aggressive front turn and back into the chainsaw. So, and it's not chewing any, it's 3/4 of this carving bar is not in wood. So it's just free spinning. It's full bore, so it's heating up this whole bar. So, and it has to loop around this really aggressive, I can't remember what the angle is, but it's a lot different from the normal one. So it's just guiding on nothing but metal. So when it turns here, this is where most of your wear is, even on this stock one, due to a little getting hot. And this is, you could see, hopefully you could see. So right here, you see that notch? It starts to build up. See right where the gear comes up. So you see the little dip. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to focus that. You could see it right there. So that's a wear mark, and that's right where the gears picks up. So it wears, and that's what this does. So that's why they have a hardened steel in the front than the normal, because this takes a lot of abuse and a lot of heat. So that's basically how I see it. So this bar is not running the chain on solid metal all the way around, especially here. And this gets a lot of tension because it's really tight. So with the stock chain on it, and it's tight, no matter how tight it is on this bar, well, it does, but the tighter it is, if it's fully tight, it will get hot. You'll hear it zipping. So that's why when you see a chainsaw chain on a bar, you don't see it slacked like that. You see it fully tight. Not tight, but just a little, I can't hold it like you're supposed to, but it's supposed to have just a little bit of play, probably like that. Or a little bit less, depending on what you're doing. This one has to be loose because if it touches all the way around fully tight, and this gets hotter than a normal bar and chain, when it gets hot, this chain actually tightens up. And that's what was happening with mine. This thing got so hot, it was actually tightening up so bad, the chain would not go around. I was gassing it and it wouldn't go anywhere. So that's basically it. If the chain is getting hotter, it needs to be slacked because the chain can only get so tight being hot in a way. If it's not getting oil, I had it, Baby Kisses, I had it a lot looser than this, and it still tightened all the way up. I had like this much gap in between the bar and the chain, and it still tightened up and was getting hot. So it needs oil, and it's got to be loose because it's going to get hotter than a regular chainsaw bar and chain. So that's basically my rundown. I don't know if it was the best. I wasn't planning on explaining it like that, but it's got to run loose. Even Barrett was saying, he said, loosen up a little bit more, because when you get these brand new, these bars, they are not worn in. They have no wear. They're really tight. So that's why he said it could smoke. It shouldn't have smoked as much as it did, because obviously the way it was set up for multiple saws, it didn't do well for mine. So now it's so smooth. It actually was kind of rough because when I cleaned this out and I cleaned the top, it was actually really rough. So it actually had to, this was not smooth. So it actually smoothed out. Right now it's really nice. So this whole part here was really rough, like sandpaper. But since I ran it, now it's like real smooth like glass. So, and it's, look at that, you can see the oil on it. It's awesome. So I don't have any problem with oil now. So it's a lot better. It'll smoke just a little bit, don't take much, but when I was cutting full slices, that's when it was getting hot. So I'm still a little bit leery on it, but it is got oil. I could see the oil just all over, which I don't mind that. I'll fill my oil up twice. It actually is better for the bar, especially in a carving bar. Whew, look at that. 170 people, 27 thumbs up. All right, I'd go in my shop, guys, but guess what? My Wi-Fi would be lost. Like, literally. You guys want to see Steve? Just went off. Just went off Wi-Fi. Come on back. There it is. You know why? It's because this reflective material. It just cuts off all signal. He's right there. There he is. I'll zoom him in, even though I don't like zooming. Hang on. Look, there he is. Whoa. So that's what I'm going to be carving, guys. So look how quick it zipped out because I lost it. So that's what I'll be finishing off. It'll be pretty sweet. So I hope you probably be not wait too long, but I can't really do anything right now for personal reasons. I don't want to say, but so it'll be probably like probably 3 or 4 days from now. I'll be getting on it, but I might get a wild hair and do something else. But I gotta wait. Gotta do some stuff. So just thought I'd jump on and let you guys know what's up. And my carving bar is really working good. A little bit of welding. Can't believe I had to weld a new bar. Never should have to weld a bar, but makes sense when I'll put the video out, guys. So if you guys want to see the video, universal, fits. When they say it's universal, this carburetor fits this, and this. Yeah, not so much. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I don't know if Bears or Creation Dust 777 if their bars have 2 different setups or if it's just one. So it might be specifically for that chainsaw or style, but this was supposed to be for a bunch of them, which is okay. So I'm glad I got to fix it. I'd probably buy the same one. Came with the sprocket, chain, and bar for, I think it was like, I got it, probably got it, I got it quite a while ago, but I think it was like 120 bucks for everything. So the quarter sprocket that has the smaller chain. So you downsize your chain so you can get some nice furring, stuff like that. But yep, it's pretty awesome. So you guys can go, people are just tuning in. I got a video out. Kind of shows my new camera system. It's pretty awesome. I think it's my latest video. It's a full, like, not a 360 camera, but I do have 362, but it's a whole setup. It's pretty awesome. Check it out. You guys can see what I'm all about. And can't wait. Look at that. Blue link. That's Raja. You guys like wood turning? Raja. He does it 24/7. He's awesome. He does over 100 handles, different tool handles a day. He does a lot. It is awesome. Yes. We all join in, everybody in blue, a lot of people that aren't in blue. We all go over there and check it out. And it's awesome. Sometimes he goes crazy and he starts making little ones, and he makes them so quick. It's unbelievable. Roger's still in here? Yeah, number 1. See, Roger's right there. Roger, your link's right there. You were on live just a couple minutes ago. You bounced. You came over. I appreciate you. So, yeah, Roger was on. Michael S. just threw his link up there. Click on that link. Roger, you better go back to your live. Everybody's going to jump over. Maybe. Take care, Raja. Go. He'll probably be back on. He's on twice a day, I think. I catch him in the morning, and sometimes I catch him in the afternoon. So I'm driving to work. I'll just put it on and drive, and when I get there, I'll comment and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Old Path Woodworks. Yeah, there's another great woodworking guy. Lots of people in here, guys. If you guys really want to see some cool woodworking, all these people are awesome community members. They're awesome supporters. Baby Kisses, Raja, Michael S., Elegant Woodcraft. I got it right. Sweet. Who else is in here? Raja. I think we got Old Path Woodworks. He's in here. He was up on the chat a little bit. Some of them probably came in. Yep. So you guys go check them out. And I actually have a members, not a members, I'm sorry, the community people that support. I got a video coming out. It's pretty nice. It's kind of a show off of everybody's channel. Not video, not stuff they've made, just it's almost like an intro. So if you guys would like a piece of it or whatever, you can tweak it or whatever. But I'll have it. I want to add to it. So thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. And everybody here, live chainsaw wood carving. There's a lot more coming. I'm getting going, and I'm going to be finishing my Steve off of Minecraft. He's coming. You can check out the last live. He's in here, though. There he is. I had to stop, but man, he's going to turn out cool. And guess what, guys? It is going to go to someone special. I'll have that video too. Already got it in the works, and they're okay with it. And kid's going to be ecstatic. All right, so watch for that video because it's going to be awesome. Big surprise. I've done a honey bear, and pay it forward. I've got a video out on that if you want to see it. Made somebody's day. Gave him a big old bear on a honey bowl. It was awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you want to join the members. There's a link in the description, and I'll see you guys later. This is Woodchucker. We have fun on this live. Peace, guys. Nobody laugh at me. No laughing. You guys were all laughing at me last night. Nobody laughing now. It's all Knuckles. That was a fun one. Later, guys. Bye.